And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to more Syberia. It's time to get paid. I want that $100. Rectors, I fixed your music machine. Pay up, biznitches.
Gentlemen, forgive me for...
A little problem.
They are kept to oneself.
Nor trains from leaving station.
Yes, we get that. The train will leave. Chill your tits. Money.
Gentlemen, I have managed to repair your university bandstand.
The bandstand is playing again. This is marvelous news. We are really very grateful indeed.
Yes, very grateful indeed. We will look back on your visit with much fondness in our hearts.
That's great.
And now let us in turn honor our word. How much is it you need, miss?
$100, if it's not too much to ask.
Something like starting.
We agreed to grant you the aforementioned sum, miss. You may now leave with your train.
In a minute. Thank you.
And while we're on the subject, when will you be leaving?
Yes, because now you should relocate your train as quickly as possible.
I will. Jesus. Goodbye.
Here we are, busy
Already?
Thank you for a...
And thank you.
Thank you. Have a lovely tea time. You weird mustachioed people. Now, I think we have to go back to the sailors and give them the money so they can tow our train. Guten Tag, ja, I have come with some money. I'm sure you will like my big bag of money. Here you go. Take it all. I don't need it. I travel for free.
There you go. Here's your money. I've checked it. It's all there.
Ah, thank you. Not difficult get dollar, see? You are a real businesswoman.
I'm not the only one around here.
We pleased to do deal with you. Now, you open lock or we no help you.
Why didn't you manage to open them? After all, you don't have to be a genius.
Ma vorbat pensiro esto, di kleine madam. No se sei mar alles non comprendo, en allora kaput en andere bordel. Zirs war moi. On boom telefonieren, kaput.
My husband say instructions complicated. No understand manual. My husband angry. Very angry. Oh, now telephone broke. Kaput.
Now that is annoying. What are you gonna do next?
We wait repairman.
Well, I don't have the time to wait. I'll have to go have a look. There must be some way of releasing the opening mechanism.
Take key. Sailor always need key for lock.
Thank you. I love getting keys. Just chuck it over. Thank God, I thought it would fall into the water.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks. Get the key. You didn't exactly have to kneel in front of it, but never mind. Okay, so let's go try figure out how to open the locks, I guess. Because we have to do everything. It's not like they can ever leave their boat. It's okay, I can do this. I hope. I really hope. I wish I was this resourceful in real life. Ah, God damn it. Who's calling us now?
Hello?
Hey, how's my little baby girl? I was thinking about you only yesterday because I saw this fantastic fur coat. You are wrapping up warm, aren't you? I mean, people in foreign countries never know how to dress properly for the weather.
Mom, it's so sweet of you to worry, but I'm fine, really. The trip's a breeze, no worries. I mean, there's...
Well, when are you coming back? Frank is dying to meet you.
Frank? Oh, yeah, your singer. You two seeing each other then?
Oh, you'll never guess the surprise he gave me yesterday.
Oh dear.
No, I suppose I won't.
I don't want to.
Frank invited me to a big charity show organized by, someone or another. Anyway, they got him singing a couple of old numbers from his repertoire, and in the end, he asked me to go up on stage with him. Can you imagine me, your mother, on stage in front of thousands of people?
Wow, I would have loved to have been there. Not too emotional, I hope.
Oh, too emotional by far, especially as I hadn't even been to the hairdresser. Well, I didn't even have the proper dress on. But Frank promised me he'd see to that next time. Oh, he's such a cutie. And he's got the sweetest little...
Oh, no,
I'm sure
Mom.
he has, Mom.
It would be so good if you could join us one day. Let's see, when is his next gala? I'm so forgetful these days. I swear I'd lose my head if it weren't in the clouds. You just watch out, my girl. Them years will catch up with you much quicker than you think.
I'll look out for them, Ma. Nice to hear your voice. Lots of love.
Well, to you too, my little munchkin.
Okay, now let's open the locks. Our mom seems nice. A bit too much information there, Mom, but that's fine. So, here we go. We have the proper key. We just have to figure it out, how to open this thing. What did this say? Actually. In case of problems, contact the following number. This one. I can't call from here, but maybe I can call from this screen. Yes. So what was it? 2766 6742. Send?
Welcome to the East Block Control Center. To start, press the number sign.
Number sign? Is it this one?
If you are using the Haltenberg lock, press 1. If you are using the Morloff lock, press 2. If you are using the Koningpass lock, press 3. If you are using the Barrackstadt lock, press 4. To return to the last command, press the number sign.
Okay, so we have to press 4, I guess. What do I press now?
Your combination number is not valid.
Oops.
Welcome to the...
Okay, we already had this, so never mind. Can we end the call? What do I have to do now? Oh, I press 4. Dum-dum.
Your combination number is not valid.
What?
If you are using the Haltenberg lock, press 1. If you are...
4.
If you want to raise the water level, press 1. If you want to lower the water level, press 2. To return to the last command, press the number sign.
Okay, I think I got it. I want to lower it.
You want to lower the water level in the Barrackstadt lock? To confirm your choice, press star. To return to the previous command, press the number sign.
Star. It's pro-adventuring.
Your request has been logged. Unfortunately, our regional technician is currently on holiday, and no replacement is available. We will reply to your request within 48 hours. In case of an emergency, please operate the lock system manually. We apologize for delays to our service.
Oh, isn't that just peachy? Of course we have to operate it manually. Well, lock key. Here we go. So what was it that we had to do? We had to press 4, and we want to lower it. Do I press something? Star. There we go. Success! And it's opening. They should be able to pass now. Hopefully they can figure it out so I don't have to go back and talk to them again. Nope, I have to go back talk to them again. Perfect. Oh, I hear a little bit of music in the background, so it means we're doing something right. I like how the station master's just observing us now. Thanks for the booze, man. Much appreciated. Booze man. Booze man is my favorite superhero. Booze man. Okay, you can go now. By the way, didn't you see the gate opening?
Hey there!
Guten Tag!
My husband's...
Yes, the locks are open.
Right, I've got it. I know now how the locks work. So guide your boat into the lock, and I'll take care of the mechanism.
Godverdomme. Das ist eine echte Ladies. Alle etwa, range alle Dingen and obligados de dame. Ach, set content on route again.
What did your husband say?
You, hurry up! We hurry to travel again.
Okay, okay. We'll meet each other on the other side. By my train, okay?
What language is that actually? I'm thinking it's Dutch, but I'm not sure. So, do I have to talk to them now? Where are they? Maybe I should go talk to them. They should be here. Oh, I can't go anywhere. What's this screen for? Weird. Well, I think I have to raise the water level now because the barge seems a bit too low. A lot lower than our train. So, here we go. Expert repair woman Kate. Alright, so we just have to connect the train to the barge, and I think we can leave actually. Well, that wasn't so bad. We're gonna finally be able to wind our train and be off to our next destination. Once she climbs these stairs. Booze man! I see Oscar is still a chicken. Now, where are those guys? Here you go. What do I have to do?
Hey there! On the boat!
With the face.
Da, barge on other side. You still need us?
Yes. Of course I still need you.
It must be really neat.
Oh,
No.
Sure.
Help.
What do we do now to tie my train to the barge?
Mademoiselle Takatak, loco coco mitchen.
Loco
What did
Coco.
your husband say?
You attach chain to train and chain put train with barge.
Hop, catch it up.
I'm thinking that's a made-up language. It's weird. It has like elements of Dutch and French in it. It's confusing. Okay, so where's that chain?
If that's going to work, it looks like something's missing.
What's missing? Do I grab it?
That's going to...
Oh, I have the hook. Yes. Perfect. Almost there. Alright, I think we can go and wind up the train now. I think I have to go on the other side. I'm feeling kind of sad that I have to leave this amazing university now. It's such a great place. But still, we have a mission. We have to find that old man. Oh, no, we have to answer our phone.
Hello, Kate Walker here.
Miss Walker, this is Professor Ponce. I'm about to start my lecture on the Yukols at any moment. Please make haste to come.
Okay, I'll give it my best.
Excellent. We'll be in the main lecture hall. See you soon.
I'm a little bit busy here, man. And I completely forgot about the lecture. And how did you get this number? Professor Stalker, more like. Well, he can wait for a few more minutes while I do the windy trainee thing. It's a bit more important than the lecture, I think. Here we go. Finally. Wind that shit. It's a bit tricky with this winding system. You have to align the train perfectly. My God, we're being popular.
Hello?
Where are you?
Hi, Dan. I'm in Bergstadt.
What? Is that a town? I hope the man you're looking for lives there. Are you coming home soon?
From what I gather, it's one huge university with an extraordinary station aviary. If you could only see it, there are trees and birds everywhere. It's so weird here.
Sounds like a great place for a bit of sightseeing. So, are you coming back soon?
I don't think so. In fact, the train I'm traveling on has some kind of a mechanical problem. We've been forced to stop here.
Us? I thought you were alone. Who's with you?
Oscar, the train engineer.
You're messing around with mechanics now, are you?
Don't be so stupid, Dan, please. Oscar is an automaton created by Mr. Varlberg, the man I'm looking for. And he's not any old robot. He's a sophisticated butler type, if you see what I mean. He's a bit obsessive as well.
Kate, I don't know what they're feeding you in Europe, but don't you think it's time that you came home?
But my mission still isn't finished.
To hell with your mission. I don't know why you accepted it in the first place. If you just stuck to the middle of the road, then we wouldn't be in this mess.
We? If there's any mess, it's me who's in it. And while I'm trying to come to grips with strange towns, you, my darling, are sitting at home on your butt. I seem to remember we had nothing against my departure.
It was only going to be 2 or 3 days, Kate. Please, try to put yourself in my shoes.
Your shoes. Not only do I have to fit myself into your diary, but I've got to get myself into your shoes as well? Is there anywhere else Sir would like me to put myself while we're on this subject?
Look, I don't want to talk about it now. Call me back when you've calmed down.
I was perfectly calm before I picked up your call. I only wanted a few words of encouragement, not your disdain. Was that too much to ask?
You can be such a selfish...
Takes one to know one, sweetheart.
Oh, Kate is getting sassy. I like it. Kate, this Dan person seems like kind of a clingy bastard. You should just do your thing, Kate. You seem better off without him. Disregarding that call, that was, you know, relationship issues, we have a lecture to get to. On mammoths and Yukols and Syberia and shit. I'm just saying, Kate, if the man can't handle your career, then it's a waste of time. He should understand that this is what you do. And this is pretty badass. Alright, I'm here. I'm sorry I'm late for the lecture, but I sort of made it in time once I figure out these stairs. These 4 stairs are pretty complicated. There we go. This must be the main hall that he was talking about, because it's the only area we haven't been into. yet. It's probably the area where all the students make out.
Ah, there you are, Miss Walker. Good, good. Take a seat quickly. I'm impatient to start my lesson.
Okay, okay. Keep your panties on. It's a lot of students. 2. Oh, 5.
My young friends, a very exciting discovery, unimaginable up until only a few hours ago, has come into my hands and has finally allowed me to complete my study on the mysterious Yukol people. Lights, please. The Yukols are a people from the far north about whom very little is known. They live far away, very far away, on the frozen borders of Syberia. This distance and the climatic conditions of the region, which are unfavorable to human existence, have limited the size of the Yukol population and kept it out of reach of the scientific world. The handful of slides that follow are actually the only documentation we have in our possession. It was a Russian explorer who made these drawings and took these photographs 100 or so years ago. Today, we owe what we know about the Yukol people and their culture to him. We know that the origins of the Yukols date back to the last ice age. Curiously, evidence of their presence has been found in Western Europe, and more precisely in the prehistoric caves at the heart of the Alps. This people, it seems, undertook a long migration over centuries towards the far north of the globe. The reasons for this migration are due to the importance of the mammoth in their craft, trade, and culture. They used them for transportation and as beasts of burden. The mammoth brought them meat, skins, fat, and ivory. Man and animal lived in symbiosis. There's no doubt about it. Mammoths started to drift away from the region due to changing climatic conditions, and the Yukols followed them to the north, to the edges of Syberia. Prehistoric cave drawings, identified as Yukol in origin, first led me to the extraordinary hypothesis that the Yukols had managed to domesticate the mammoth. They are, to the best of our knowledge, the only prehistoric people to represent a man riding a mammoth. Today, because of this genuine mammoth skin effigy, identified by myself as an authentic Neolithic object, I can confirm this hypothesis. Yukol forebears managed to tame mammoths. Prehistoric man uses little imagination. He draws what he sees and represents scenes from real life. This familiar day-to-day object is actually a children's toy. As we have seen, Yukol existence was inextricably linked to that of the mammoth. They used its skin for clothing and to make the roofs and walls of their houses. They used the tusks to build the frameworks of their homes, as well as weapons, tools, and jewelry. Curiously, the disappearance of the mammoth 12,000 years ago had no immediate effect on the Yukol's way of life. It seemed that for a long time after, the people maintained their strong bond with the mammoth through the centuries. As incredible as it may seem, the Yukol people have continued right up until the start of this century to feed themselves on mammoth meat and to use the skin for clothing and shelter. Their ivory craftwork industry is still flourishing. It would appear that to preserve ancestral customs, the Yukols learned how to exploit through the centuries the large number of frozen mammoth carcasses that were perfectly preserved in the ice of the Siberian tundra. They have been able to live mainly off this enormous freezer stock for almost 30 centuries. As plausible as this explanation may seem, it seems it is not enough for the scientific community who, I will confess, is greatly perplexed by the question. In the absence of acceptable scientific evidence, we have to make do with Yukol shaman artifacts. The research department that I have the honor to represent today lends no credence to the myths and legends that these tribal charlatans peddle. We have to take their stories at face value, mere tales to while away the long Siberian winter. The legend of the Siberian Ice Ark is a very good example. You are invited to find out for yourselves from the pamphlet that I had passed around to you. This legend would have us believe that today, somewhere on a lost island to the north of Syberia, there are living mammoths still in existence, a sort of hangover from the Ice Age. This small herd has been miraculously preserved for more than 120 centuries by the Yukol's tender care. And the island on which the pachyderms are said to live is called Syberia. My friends, I advise you to resist the temptation you may have to believe in this pish and tish. The island of Syberia is not charted on any map, and the idea that mammoths have survived to the 21st century is an idle scientist's pipe dream. The Yukols were sadly among the first victims of the colonization of continental Siberia led by the Russians in the 20th century. The Kolkhoz and Sovkhoz systems, as well as the exploitation, disdain, and humiliation people had to suffer, marked a definitive break in the Yukol's traditional lifestyle. Since the collapse of the communist regime, the Yukol population finds itself confronted with the same political and social upheavals that other Siberian communities are experiencing. There are two consequences to arise from this. Some Yukols have lost their tribal identity and have integrated into the Russian population. Others, however, have sought long and hard to re-establish links with their ancestral culture that was lost under the Soviet regime. Now, at the start of the 21st century, the last true surviving Yukols have gone to live on the vast territories of their ancestors. Nobody knows today where they live or how they survive. Their very existence would be a matter for speculation if they did not turn up periodically at the tundra's most isolated fur trading posts to exchange mammoth tusks for essential items. There ends my lecture for today. Thank you for being among us today, Miss Walker. Please make your way to the laboratory where you will find your mammoth doll. There are also photocopies of my lectures should you so require them.
Sure thing, buddy. Thank you for that lecture. That was very informative. So Yukols were pretty badass. They rode mammoths and used every part of them to make jewelry and houses. But how have they been living off mammoths for 30 centuries? Since they kind of gone extinct quite a while ago. Wake up, dude. Wake up. Stop sleeping. And also, this mention of the mythical island Syberia, where mammoths still might live. What's up with that? Well, apparently, I think we have to find the Yukols. That is our main mission and our end goal. But we don't know where they live, or if they even exist anymore, if they have integrated with the Russian society. I think this is where the rectors are, so I have to go the other way. Here we go. That lecture was pretty long. I just stepped out and went to get a drink. So here we go. Do you have anything else to say before I depart?
The doll is waiting for you there, Miss Walker. Please take good care of it.
Don't worry. I'm beginning to get quite attached to it myself. Can I trouble you just a little longer?
With pleasure, Kate. I'm all ears.
Can we talk to you about anything else before I take my leave of your beautiful university?
I must congratulate you for your lecture. You were right. The subject is absolutely fascinating. I never believed that mammoths could be so interesting.
What you heard was only the tip of the iceberg, my dear. But if I have at least awoken a passion in you, I'm only too proud.
Did Hans Vorarlberg agree with your hypothesis on the Yukols being able to tame mammoths?
Now, Hans was no man of science. His pathological obsession was to find mammoths that were still in existence. Such a hypothesis is somewhat overblown, don't you think?
You don't believe in it yourself?
Mammoths died out thousands of years ago. Of this we are certain. Today, the only mammoths in Syberia are frozen ones.
Do you know where Hans might have gone after his stay here in Barrackstadt?
No, but I would not be surprised if he left in search of the Yukos, or what is left of them today.
Alright. Anything else you can help me with?
What would you say about seeing Hans Vorarlberg again?
Young.
Yes, you're too old for
I'll leave you-
escapades. You're never old for escapades. Never. But let's get our doll, and let's get out of here. Put it in your boob. To the train! Booze man. He's gonna give you a drink. Booze man. He's an alcoholic. Booze man. But I think I'll leave it in the next episode, guys, because I just remembered we also have the voice coil thing that we have to use in the train, and I just want to make sure that that's not gonna crash. Or if it will, I'll just record it separately. But I've been the ZenBear. As usual, thanks so much for watching.